I kid you not. Xbox's Phil Spencer literally, basically just said he wants to make an Xbox gaming handheld. And I know we've covered this multiple times on the channel. I literally posted a video today talking about this. I just seen this interview with Polygon. It's exciting. Let's get into it. I'm Blazed, okay? Before we get to the video, guys, are you running low on groceries but strapped for time? Well, Instacart is to the rescue. Shop all your favorite stores with just a few taps. Get everything delivered to your door or ready for pickup in as little as an hour. It's super hassle-free. Scan this QR code up here on the right-hand side or follow the link in the description or the top comment to get $10 off your first order. Instacart is literally bringing the store to your door. I really love it, guys. I think you'll love it too. And come on, $10. What are you waiting for? Get $10 off your first order. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Let's go. So guys, we've covered this a lot of times on the channel. Obviously, a bunch of other big YouTubers have also discussed it, but it's looking more and more official. I even tweeted out Phil Spencer. If you don't know who Phil Spencer is, he's the head of Microsoft, or one of the XX, the CEO of Microsoft Gaming. He loves Xbox. He lives and breathes Xbox. This guy is like a hardcore Xbox nut, and he just loves the Xbox. And He plays Xbox all the time. He doesn't just talk about Xbox. He's not just there as an exec. He actually lives and breathes it. He loves Xbox more than anyone. And he's been championing Xbox and been doing a really good job at it. I don't think there's anyone in the gaming community that can fault Phil Spencer for, you know, how good a job he's been doing with Xbox, despite a lot of the setbacks that have happened lately. But one interesting thing that just happened, obviously, is this interview with Polygon, where Phil actually addresses the possibility of an Xbox handheld and hints towards how this thing could become a reality and how Xbox's hardware teams are looking at new form factors that they could work with that can bring the Xbox handheld experience or the Xbox experience to more people. And I think, you know, Xbox is really struggling right now in the hardware sector. We've discussed this time and time again. I literally just posted a video talking about this, about how a new PSP, how PlayStation needs to put out a new one, people want a new PSP, and how people would love an Xbox gaming handheld, and how it could really save Xbox. So let's get into it without further ado. Let's read the interview and let's see what Phil Spencer has to say. But before we do, go check out Pixel Buys on Twitter, link down below in the video description. If you're a geek, you love tech, you love deals, gaming, you will love Pixel Buys over on X. We also have a website, pixelbuys.com, but I recommend and suggest you check out Pixel Buys over on X or Twitter. Pixel Buys, one word, on X. Go check it out. Go follow, and there might be some giveaways, so stay tuned. So yeah, let's get into the news and into the article. So, like I said, I just posted a video talking about how the possibility of this new Xbox and PlayStation handheld. We think it's getting to the point now where it's like both companies are sort of addressing it, addressing how much they would love to do one, how there might be something in the works. Now hearing Phil Spencer basically confirm it, just about confirm it, that they're testing the waters for an Xbox handheld. It's pretty exciting, and it just justifies all the discussion that's been around this for weeks and months. So, Xbox handheld, Microsoft's gaming chief cannot stop thinking about it. Now let's read some of the other news articles. There's no need for an Xbox gaming handheld, we already have them. Kind of, but kind of not, you know. If Xbox wants to survive, it needs a handheld. Here's three reasons why from Tom's Guide. The Asus ROG Ally is on sale right now, blah, blah. Even Xbox is dreaming of a better Windows handheld. So this seems like it's finally coming to fruition. It's exciting. I am hyped. Let me know what you think in the comments, but let's get into the article and the interview. So a handheld Xbox could be hardware, an app, or both, but let's not get things crossed here, or let's not get things confused. Xbox is having a good think and maybe even making some hardware to maybe try and make this thing a reality. They're definitely looking into it, and they know the interest is there. So Phil Spencer's tried all the new PC gaming handhelds, the ROG Ally, Lenovo Legion Go, and the Steam Deck, and he's impressed, but he can't shake one question. How would he make them more Xbox? More like Xbox, more Xboxy, right? He says, I want my Legion Go to feel like an Xbox, Spencer told Polygon in an interview during the annual Games Developer Conference. I brought the Legion Go with me to GDC. I'm on the airplane and I have this list of everything that makes it not feel like an Xbox. Forget about the brand, more like, are all my games there? Do all my games show up with save files that I want? I'll tell you one game that doesn't right now, and it's driving me crazy. It's Fallout 76. And he would say that because Xbox obviously own Bethesda, and obviously, you know, it's their game. But that is super cool. So he says, I want to be able to boot into the Xbox app at a full screen, but in a compact mode. And all my social experiences there. Like, I want it to feel like the dash of my Xbox when I turn on the television, except I want it on those devices. According to Spencer, the Xbox hardware team, led by Rowan Sones, is considering different hardware form factors and things that they could do as it plans the future of Xbox hardware. What should be built that would find new players, Spencer said, that will allow people to play at times when they couldn't go play in the past. I've been dreaming of this for years. A lot of other big YouTubers like The Fox on YouTube has been talking about this for years. Honestly, I've been wanting this for more than like years and years. Back since the Xbox 360 came out, I was like, imagine if Xbox made a gaming handheld. I've been like, probably for about 10 plus years. I've always thought about this. I'm not joking. It's something I've wanted, you know. Xbox 360 used to be my go-to console back in the day. It was the console that introduced me to online gaming like Halo, Gears of War, Forza, the list goes on. And I always, at the back of my mind, I was like, you know, the first ever multiplayer game that I really got into was SOCOM 14 Bravo on the PSP. It had online gaming, it came with a little headset, it had clan matches, it was my first dabble into portable multiplayer gaming. And when the Xbox 360 came around, I was like, imagine if Xbox could bring Xbox Live and that whole online experience to a gaming handheld, right? Just like the PSP did when we got that. And it's been at the back of my mind, but as times went on, as Xbox has pushed out more devices after the 360, and they've kind of fell short in a lot of ways, I've always wondered, like, would they do better if they worked on handhelds? I truly think we're at that point now where, yes, I think they need to make an Xbox handheld. And obviously, Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, we love the guy, I love the guy, is finally discussing it. And he discussed it with Polygon. So he says, in our expansive interview, Spencer described two approaches to making Xbox available on handhelds. There's two approaches, right? There's obviously the software versus the hardware approach. You could either create an Xbox app that works flawlessly across all the different devices, and they already kind of can do that. You could access Xbox Cloud, Game Pass and stuff via the web, right? Is it an ideal experience? No, it's not. You're basically just, it can be hit or miss depending on what hardware you use and what devices you use, you know, the Xbox, the controls and everything like that. But imagine if there was a native experience, just an Xbox native device that had all the controls you expect and want from an Xbox, as well as access to the social aspects, the cloud streaming for high intensive games. Obviously, they could bridge the gap between games that maybe are brand new, newly released, that maybe aren't going to run too well on the handheld, and give you the option of running it at lower graphics, lower fidelity, lower frame rates, or you could play the cloud version, and it'll push people toward Xbox Game Pass and sell subscriptions, right? And accessing all the games on Game Pass on this device. But if they could really, what would really change the game completely is if they can somehow integrate their Xbox Series S lineup in terms of games or library into this device, right? It would be a game changer. It would literally do something, frankly, the Steam Deck cannot do, and any other handheld cannot do, is by merging actual console software with the hardware experience to support that, the controls, everything, and just make it one seamless experience. Merging console with handheld gaming, PC gaming, just merging them together and allowing this one device, this Xbox device, to play games that we play on, that we can only play, frankly, on an actual console, right? Or a high-end gaming PC. And obviously have that Xbox approach to it, you know, with Game Pass and everything, and their library, and perhaps maybe even their back library, because they did invest a lot of time into backwards compatibility, if you remember, with original Xbox 360 and original Xbox games. If they could tie that into this handheld, it would breathe fresh air and new life into the Xbox, just the Xbox brand, right? And it would make gaming anywhere possible. And that would be the best place to play your Xbox games. So exciting. He says, so obviously this is a software approach, doing it via software. I think they've tried that. I think it's a bit janky, depending on what device you're using. I think ultimately, if they're going to be successful at this, they need to focus and double down on a hardware approach. Handheld gaming is definitely taking off right now. We've seen hardware handheld gaming PCs really just take off lately with the Steam Deck, the Nintendo Switch, obviously. I think an Xbox version of that, bringing along Game Pass, the game library behind Game Pass, making it accessible, making it easy to get your hands into, making it easy to buy this thing in stores, Walmart, Best Buy, Target, you name it, GameStop even. Being able to buy this hardware, turn it on and access, just play games. You know, take the hassle out of, you know, tweaking and tinkering, just giving us that console experience on the go. With Xbox behind it, with AMD behind it, it would just be phenomenal. And obviously, I think it would help their business out as long as they can market this thing and really provide value, right? So he says he has strong feelings about what an Xbox handheld device should feel like. He also recognizes, having learned from the console business, that players may choose brands other than Xbox. So, but it's nice having the option to choose Xbox, because I think if Xbox can get their stuff together and create a compelling experience that does tie in maybe old Xbox consoles and brings the console experience as well as their libraries to a device and make it seamless, easy for new consumers with no tinkering required, but also allow tinkering if people want to do that, with a Windows-based system that's intuitive, that's touch-friendly, that brings all the best parts of Xbox into a handheld device. They could really provide something unique and compelling for not just hardware gaming PC enthusiasts, but just gamers overall, kids, older gamers, people, you know, the sort of people that go into a store to buy a game console, right? I think that'd be phenomenal. So, having learned from the console business that players may choose brands other than Xbox, for those players, Spencer wants to improve the Xbox handheld gaming software experience too, particularly for people who have devices running Windows like the Legion Go and the Ally. So we discussed that also in previous videos, guys, where Microsoft and Xbox understand that there's a lot of handheld gaming PCs coming out, and the software experience just isn't up to par, really, is it? I mean, fiddling around, touching the Windows interface with the taskbar and everything like that with your hand and moving windows around, it's just not meant for touch. And I think they've been struggling with this ever since like Windows 8. They've just never been able to nail it. But I think by tying it to the gaming interface, they can really like change the game up completely. And I think we can, I don't know, I cannot be more enthusiastic about this. I think it'd be awesome for Xbox. I've always been behind Xbox. I believe they're kind of the underdog right now. They've not been having a great string of luck lately with their Xbox desktop, like their console TV devices, and against Sony, of course. But I think if they approach the console market from a different angle, aka a handheld that can not just be docked under your TV, right, but also allows you to pick it up and take it places, you know, that would really bring it to PlayStation and put PlayStation on the back foot a little bit, right? Because that's what we're all craving for. We're all craving for that, being able to play anywhere, right? Experience. So he says he likes the fact that Valve, Lenovo, and Asus went out and innovated in a new form factor, and I will say that when I'm playing on those devices, it almost feels more like a console than a PC, 9 times out of 10. I would agree, especially the Steam Deck. The things that usually frustrate me are more Windows-based than device-based, which is an area I feel ownership of. Like, I want to be able to log in with a controller. I've got my list of things we should go do. Spencer spent his tenure at Microsoft pushing Xbox to be both a console experience and a software experience that follows players wherever they enjoy games. That philosophy expands with his views on handheld gaming. From a game creator standpoint, Spencer says, I can then go and build a single version of my game that spans more hardware and reaches more customers, and I would say for players it reduces the friction. Like, if I want to go play my console games on the go with a handheld, I don't want to only be able to buy one brand of handheld, right? I want everything that we're going to do in the hardware space to be great, but if somebody chooses to go play today somewhere else, I don't want it to feel like a lesser Xbox player. Over the past 7 years, we've seen the Xbox development team get creative with the software, moving games to new platforms, building up the Game Pass subscription service, and making games playable on smartphones through streaming. As we wrap up our conversation, Spencer wouldn't outright announce an official Xbox handheld, but he did say he's a similar level of creativity coming to hardware that Xbox has brought to software. I think it's important, said Spencer. You and I, we've been around for a couple of days. Look at the real inflection points in our industry. Like, look at the Wii. It was a hardware innovation that was linked with great software innovation. Oh, exciting. And that was all. That's all. Oh, that sucks. I want to hear more. I feel like he's just teasing us at this point. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. Obviously, this is going to be a subject that's going to be getting brought up a lot going forward in the coming months. When we're going to see it, but it's going to be this year, or whether they're going to take a little bit more time to bake it, maybe push it out next year. I want one thing. I want them to integrate the Xbox back catalog, original Xbox games, Xbox 360 games, and Xbox Series S games, preferably games that also run on Xbox Series X. And if it's not too much to ask, Phil, on Xbox, but to also allow us to use other platforms as well on your Xbox device, like Steam, because there are a lot of us that buy other, have a gaming PC, that enjoy gaming PCs, and we enjoy, we have a library, an existing library on Steam, say, right? I feel like it would be there'd be a little bit of friction there if you pushed out an Xbox handheld with Windows, behind it, but locked it down. I think Xbox needs to, if you want Xbox Game Pass to be successful and want Xbox to be successful, obviously make an Xbox handheld that brings all the best of Xbox, the software experience and the hardware, and that obviously makes playing Xbox games the best experience you could have, all right? Just make it super easy, make it super fluid, cut out the friction, but also allow us to tinker and do that little bit extra, add that extra value there. I think that would be fantastic. And I'm really excited by what's to come. It's going to be an exciting couple of years going forward. And like I said, this won't be the last we talk about this. Expect more speculative videos. Obviously, as we get more news coming out, obviously we'll do more videos on it. And as always, come let me know what you think in the comments. Are you excited? Do you think it's a good or bad idea? Come follow us on X. Like I said, go check out Pixel Buys on X. Also, come check out me on X as well. Blaze2kx on X. See, Blaze2kx, one word, on X, and obviously Pixel Buys on X for some great deals. So yeah, come hang out with us on X, and I'll hopefully put up a Threads account. Let me know in the comments if you want me to start or really put more time into Threads, and anywhere else. Where else do you want to hang out and talk? Anyways, have a great day. I love you. I appreciate you. Go check out that Instacart link down below in the video description. Get $10 off your first order. We use it for all our groceries. It's really fantastic. And obviously, we're passing that value to you with the $10 off your first order. Go check it out. Click the link down below, or use the QR code after the intro, or the ending intro, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, I love you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.